The topic of infidelity and cheating spouses is everywhere. I mean, we hear about it on social media, it's all up in the news. This, among others, has led to a high cost of domestic violence, divorce, and even death. The question now is this: if a home is falling apart, whose responsibility is it? Whose duty is it to get it together? Is it the wife? Is it the husband? Or probably the children? Hello everybody, welcome to yet another episode of Susie's Corner, a place where we talk about you, ranging from your health to your relationship to safety, to mention but a few. As always, I will not be doing this show alone. I'm being joined by the Akinbisi. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to grace the show. Okay, so maintaining a peaceful home, is it the duty of the man or the woman?
It takes the two working together for the marriage to work. But having said that, I also say that it takes the man as the head to lay the foundation and the direction they want the family to go. If a home wants to go in this direction, the husband should set the tone for the direction he wants the family to go. It's a thing that most people do because they believe it's normal and it should be done. A man can be excused to cheat in the marriage. But what you don't know is that immediately cheating, you are cheating yourself too. And you are also giving your wife the permission to cheat. It will affect every other facet of your marriage. Once the trust issue is gone out of marriage, then the marriage begins to fall gradually. Trust is important in marriage.
Okay.
You must trust your partner and your partner. So, but trust doesn't just come like that. It's something that you work towards. You have to let your partner know that my words and my actions are the same.
Okay.
Because marriage is deep, is a commitment. You made a commitment to God. But most of us, we do marriage for people these days. We don't do it for ourselves and for God.
So it takes two of them to maintain the sanity of their home. Like families that say it's whatever the man says that's the final thing in the house. But I don't believe in that. I believe it takes two. I believe it's for us to argue, to agree. You understand? Then sometimes I might be the one who have the upper hand in what I'm saying, and you might see reasons, or it might be the one also who will also see reasons, and then we add up whatever it is together just to make the home a peaceful one. And about the trust, I think if I trust myself, then I should be able to trust my husband also. He said about the cheating and other things. Yes, some women go as far as thinking that since their husband can do that, why can't they? But you're just cheating on both parties. You're cheating on yourself. You're not being praised about it. That's not the way to bring up your children. So I believe trust has a long way to go in marriage.
Okay. But then looking at the other side, there's been a story that has been trending on social media and on the tongue of everyone. It happens to be the story of the lady who stabbed her husband. Now, judging from a particular angle, according to what was published to us by media, it happens to be that she saw a message on her husband's phone which prompted her to get angry and then stab him. Of course, that led to his death and that. Now, was it wrong for the husband to be transparent to her? If probably he had his phone locked and she didn't have access to his phone, she wouldn't have known that something like that was happening. So would you agree that transparency should be allowed in marriages?
In the true sense of marriage, it's difficult to know what transpires. To set out a straight cut answer to your question and say, okay, this is how it must go, this is how it must go. For us to be truthful, we want to practice marriage the way it should be practiced. When we say two become one, we do everything to make the marriage strong. Whatever we are doing, we are not in competition with each other. We are united for progress of the family and for ourselves. So the question comes to the fact, why not transparency? If transparency will unite the family, then it becomes important. If it will divide the family, then maybe it should not be in question. But the question is not the transparency. The question is the cheating. I'm 100% sure I'm not there, but I'm sure it is not a one-off incident. It must have been a sequence of incidents. Things has happened. There was no trust again. Maybe there have been clashes before, fights on issues like that. So it is not a one-off. There's been trust issue and cheating issues has been persistent. So in the initial thing, the person you are getting married to, what is the person's belief? What is your own belief as a woman? You believe in one man, one woman marriage. There are some people that do not believe in that. Some people believe that men are polygamous. Maybe their religion permits it. So if you're a woman and you believe in one man, one woman, then you should check out the belief of the person you are getting married to. If the person doesn't believe in one man, one woman, believe man is a polygamous being and man must do this, then I will advise you not to go ahead with that relationship and that marriage, because you are going to have problems in the future. So if you are going to marry somebody that have similar beliefs with yours. If you are a Christian, marry a Christian. If you are a Muslim, marry a Muslim and stick with your Muslim beliefs. You don't marry a person that has this belief, that has grown up with this belief all their life, and all of a sudden wants to change them. It doesn't happen like that. So those are the issues that are there. So if you marry somebody and you know this person is a perpetual cheat, then maybe you should leave that marriage if you cannot cope with such things. If you cannot cope. So it is a matter of trust. Are the two ready to work together on the trust issue? Of course, it seems like it's only one person that wants the marriage to work on trust. The other person wants to cheat. So that's where the issue lies. It won't work for their instances.
People find it hard to bring up the issue of anger management. We have different temperaments. If I'm hot-tempered and you're hot-tempered, then what's the possibility that when we get married, we won't break our heads and all of that? I think there should be some of equilibrium. If I am hot-tempered, my partner should be actually the cooling type that would calm me down when I'm angry. What do you think?
I remember vividly when we're getting married and how stories came up that I get angry easily and the rest of it. Few months or so into the wedding, my husband noticed that I get angry so easily. Like I get angry and I'm waiting for that apology. You understand? But later I got to find out that, come on, anger just makes you so sad. Why do you just keep getting angry all of a sudden, and you do even sometimes it's not even something to even flare up about? So it helped me, do you understand, to stop getting angry. So it's not like I don't get angry, but there are some things that you just overlook in marriages, because at the end of the day you're coming together to just see the marriage grow. So about the anger, I think it's something that can be worked on, not just because you're going through a counselor or the religious stuff. It's in you. If you decide that I don't want to get angry, or I can always take your face off it, or probably let me just do something like my husband would say, just play music and you understand, forget it, let it go. I'm still finding it difficult little by little. Like I'm angry, I just don't want to talk, because I don't want to even say, I don't think I want to see the other part of my husband being angry. I don't really want to. But it's just something you can work on yourself. I don't think it depends on you going to meet the counselor to now tell you don't get angry. Everybody has their own side.
Everybody knows anger is bad. You don't need the cancer. Of course, you'll be told, but you have to decide on yourself what you want to achieve. What's the purpose of your anger? Will it unite you together? Because sometimes I ask my wife, if you get angry now, will it bring a progress to our marriage? Will it unite us? Will it help our marriage? Most of the time, what we flare up about, if you think deeply about it, is it worth it? Is it worth your marriage? Sometimes it's just, if you think about it, if you can do a retrospect and think about it, what's the cause of your anger? And you see that it's so minute. Is it that you don't value your marriage? Is it you don't value your friendship with your partner, that you want to disrupt that friendship with trivial things? It could be things as, I drop my clothes here, I drop my simple things like that. It's not even deep things that cause anger. So you have to look at it deeply. What is more, which one do I prioritize? My friendship with my partner, the cordial relationship with my family, the sweetness over those little things that get. Then again, most people, we should not wait until when we get married before we start managing ourselves. Because anger is not only for married people. Even for singles, you should watch your anger, you should watch your character. There's no one, because I used to tell somebody that if you are somebody that have sisters, either younger or maybe most likely younger, and you find it easy to beat them at any start provocation, you will need extra work when you get married, not to beat your wife. because you are used to beating a female person, though you think, okay, because it's your sister, there's nothing wrong with that. But so because your wife is also your sister, by the time you begin to live together, you understand, you forget that she's your wife, she's not your sister. So you have to start working on your attitude and your character even before you get married. If you know you're somebody that gets angry easily, start working on it now with your siblings, because your siblings, good thing about siblings, most of the time we are not the same character. You'll be hot, they will put your hands into where you don't want to put them, they will do things you don't like. So there are ways that God help us to build our characters, our siblings. So if you can live with 4 people, 5 people successful and can manage this person's character, it's most likely to be easy for you when you get married. You just need a little adjustment in your marriage.
But in areas where you can't manage this and it's killing you inside, what do? You don't open up to people around.
That's why we have professional counselors. We have voluntary counselors too. We have a religious body too. Where counseling is free. We have a religious body that provide counseling service for free, and we have professional service that provide counseling for fee. So if you can't afford the fee, you can easily go to a religious body that have counseling unit, and you can take advantage of them. But you must be also very careful of the kind of religious body to go to, because some take advantage of the situation to extort money from you. So you have to be careful too, to know who wants good for you. So it's good to seek help too, if you can.
Okay. Thank you very much. It has been enlightening listening to you, and I pray that you'd have more wisdom to move ahead with this. Any final words for young people and those who are having issues with their marriage?
I was telling you, you must understand that marriage is a very, very sweet and interesting institution.
Because with the high rise of divorce everywhere, some of us are actually scared to go into marriage. We are being discouraged with the number of things that are happening in marriage. You hear people tell you that for better, for worse, and even society has made it worse. If you're saying you want to opt out of your married life, people would give you all sorts of names as being irresponsible, and that is the issue most people face. Some people are just married, but deep inside them they are suffering, they are going through lots of torment. People are having BP on a daily rise, people are having restless nights, people are crying profusely, and then when they come out they keep smiling and you think all is well, it's all rosy and all of that. So how can we manage all of this together?
They don't really build the character of their children, especially male children. In this part of the world, most people neglect their male children. If you look at most family, when they have boys and girls, they focus more, they prepare the girl more, or the female more for marriage than the boys. You leave the boys to roam around the streets. Some of them don't come home on time. You don't give them a sense of responsibility. You don't give them a sense of responsibility as they are growing up. You don't tell them come home on time, take care of this, give them chore to the same, because chore is not a way of bringing people down, but a way of making people responsible. You are making them do, so you are in charge of this, take care of it. You understand? You are in charge of this, take care of it. You are responsible for this, take care of it. So whenever I need something that I ask you, this stuff, do you understand? Most people don't take care of their male children the way we take care. So when we get into marriage, we expect magic. Yes. Somebody has spent the last 35 years of their life living in this particular way, and you expect the person to just turn around in 2 years, 1 year. It doesn't happen like that. So you see, most of the time the female are ready, the male are not ready.
For not raising the man equally with the standard of the woman. You saying is a woman, is kind of failing in that part too.
That's the mentality you give everybody. That is how a male person should be. That's how a male person should grow up. If you see your son with a girl, you probably will not say anything. But if you see your girl with a boy, you are going to raise alarm and you're going to shout and so you need to train your children. When I was growing up, fortunately I was not taught how to cook like that or made to cook. I grew up in a family where we have a lot of male, a lot of girls, but we are all given responsibilities in each area. The guys are given responsibility that has to do with the kitchen. The boys are given responsibility that has to do with the cleaning of the house, taking care of the compound, washing the gutters, probably washing clothes once in a while. Then if there's everything, want to carry something from the car, from the house, is the girls. who is in charge of making sure the gate is locked, security of the house is the guys, you understand. But we don't really go to kitchen, but all the same, we were made to do certain things. We are not, by the age of 8 years or 7, start watching your own clothes by yourself, either male or female. So those are the basic things you give yourself. So it's putting the blame on marriage. But marriage is not a miracle working. It's not Jesus. Marriage is not Jesus that will just transform people's character. When you have a child, a boy, a male child that's working, is a bachelor. Because he's working, he's free to go to the club and come out 3 o'clock, come back the next day, come with this girl today, come with this girl tomorrow. And when the person gets married, you are worried, you are surprised that the person is behaving a certain way. You shouldn't be surprised. That's the kind of life he has been living for the past 5 years. So you should have to be practicing for your marriage before you get married. As a man, as a woman, it's not only the woman that should be getting ready for marriage. If you know you are a young man, you are 20 years old, you should learn to come home early. At least most time, come home early to stay with your family, not just go around and wander endlessly.
It's sweet, it's interesting if you find the right partner, and most especially prayer. Prayer goes a long way in marriages.
Most importantly, prayer, communication, knowing who you're getting married to, and also parental upbringing. It's not just about cooking, so we don't appear feminist here. It's not just about, but giving your sons, giving your daughters a sense of responsibility, shaping their lives into what you want them to become. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Akinbisi. I am grateful. All right, so if you like this video, do well to click the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also invite people to view and on the channel. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to this. My name is Susan Aigbefo. Till I come your way.